something that I want to talk about, it's just so it's not right, is, so it really bothers me when, people bash Kratom and they say, well, you're trading one drug for the other. Well, okay, we already know that's not true. It's scientifically proven that it's not a morphine opioid. It's not a morphine-like opioid. It's not derived from a poppy plant. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've already talked about that. But, like, another thing that really bugs me is people who condemn others for taking something to relieve their pain on a regular basis. Like, these recovery centers are a joke. Like, first of all, okay, I've been a pain patient for a long time. Like, anyone who condemns me for having to take something to get through in life because I'm in so much pain, they don't stop categorizing me, stop lumping me in with, I hate to say this, but you know what? It's got to be addressed. Stop lumping me in with drug addicts. I'm not a fucking drug addict. Okay, I'm sorry. It's so irritating. Excuse my language. But, like, that's one of the reasons why I'm glad to not depend on Western medicine anymore. Because, like, even though, I still have a prescription for hydro, but you know what? I don't even care about it. And that's the truth. Like, I'm not a slave to that anymore. Maybe once in a while I take that. But, it's just sad. And, I refuse to be, like, thankfully, like, I don't have to be at their mercy anymore, because it's really bad for somebody's self-esteem and their mental outlook on themselves. Like, when you have to, take drug tests and, like, jump through all the stupid hoops that they want you to. You get treated like an addict. And there's no way I'm going to go to a pain clinic. Like, I never did that. Like, having to count your pills, like, that to me is so humiliating, and it's just messed up. But so another thing that I want to talk about is, okay, so these people, anyone who bashes someone who has legitimate health problems or something and needs medication, if someone condemns you for taking something to relieve your pain, that's abusive. Like, that's messed up. That's not okay. For one, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so what do they want? What is the alternative? Like, people think, do you really think that it's safe for someone who is suffering in tremendous amounts of pain, who has, like, real problems, like physical problems, different ailments? Do you really think that it would be safe to not to go around like that day after day with uncontrolled pain? Like, can you imagine the anxiety that causes? Like, that would be actually harmful for the person. In fact, how do you expect somebody to function in life to go and get behind a wheel of a car? Like, what about a single mom? Like, I've been a single mom my entire, like, ever since I gave birth. I'm a single mom. I'm it. Like, I'm all alone in this. Like, people depend on me. Like, I am the responsible one. Everything falls on me, and I have to take care of everything. So what am I supposed to do? Like, stay in bed all day and suffer? For one, I shouldn't have to suffer and stay in bed all day. But that's not even the point. The point is, first of all, we should be able to have quality of life. But again, though, my point, though, is being how people think, okay, well, you shouldn't have to depend on something, or they think, oh, well, your mind is altered. No, it's not. My mind would be altered if I suffered from pain all day long and didn't have any pain relief, and my symptoms were unmanaged, and I was going around in horrific pain and sick all the time. Or, that goes for anyone. If you have, like, real ailments that aren't being treated, then that's a harm, and that's abuse. And definitely, to me, that's way more harmful than taking Kratom. Kratom doesn't even get you high. It doesn't. When I used to run all the time, like, I seriously, like, I could get a high from endorphins. Like, people get high from endorphin release, like exercising. Like, you feel more of that than when you take Kratom. I mean, when you get stoned, you know, you get stoned. You don't get stoned when you take Kratom. So anyway, so that's my point, is that, I mean, what do these people think that pain patients should do? Go around and function while they're not being treated, and they're just left to suffer? Because that is way more of a mind altering than taking any kind of psychoactive substance like caffeine or Kratom. Yeah, I mean, your mind is way more altered from uncontrolled pain. But so I just wanted to touch base on a little bit of that. Okay, love you. Bye.